Yo guys, it's KC3. Welcome back to another video. For today, I got a pretty special video. We're talking about Jerry West. He had a crazy career. He is the NBA logo, and it's insane how much stuff he did. But he never won an MVP, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this. Jerry West, the NBA logo. Everyone knows who he is. This photo of him is iconic. However, a lot of people don't actually know that much about his career. Jerry West was relentless. As a player, he wanted to win everything he could. Years after a game in which he hit 16 of 17 shots from the field, sank all 12 free throw attempts, and notched 12 rebounds, 12 assists, and 10 block shots, West told the National Sports Daily, "Defensively, from a team standpoint, I didn't feel I played very well. Very rarely was I satisfied with how I played." Jerry West was an all-star for all 14 seasons he played in, and he made the NBA Finals 9 times. However, his record in these finals was 1-8. For someone whose nickname was Mr. Clutch, he always seemed to be just a bit short every single season. Although Jerry West only won one championship and 9 trips to the finals, he did, however, become the only player in NBA history to win Finals MVP in a loss. However, the strangest part of the logo's career is that the fact that he won pretty much every individual honor there was, apart from the MVP. The logo of the NBA has never won its most prestigious individual award. Let that sink in. Jerry West is an icon. Almost every NBA fan knows who he is. He is the NBA logo. However, is he overrated? Jerry West was really good, but is he good enough to be the logo? There are players that won 6 MVPs and 5 championships, and players that have never lost in the finals like he has. Throughout Jerry West's career, there was always players better than him every single season. There was Kareem, Wilt, even Willis Reed won an MVP over Jerry West. For the average fan, Jerry West is considered one of the greats. They think just because he is a logo, he must have been good. He must have won at least a couple championships, a couple MVPs, but he never could. No matter how much he wanted it, he just couldn't get over the final hump. The reason Jerry West was a logo is because the way he played the game was the way the NBA wanted to portray. He was the poster boy for sportsmanship, hustle, and heart in his era, and he had a drive that everybody loved. He was loved by every NBA fan at the time. He was Mr. Laker. Jerry West statistically is one of the greatest basketball players ever. For his career, he averaged 27 points per game, 26.7 assists per game, and 5.8 rebounds per game. These are LeBron-type numbers. Jerry West may have been the unluckiest player of all time. He came second in MVP voting 4 times. He came second in the 1965-66 season, the 1969-70 season, the 1970-71 season, and the 1971-72 season. His closest season to MVP was the 1969-70 season, where he was a close second behind Willis Reed. Willis Reed averaged 21.7 points, 2 assists, and 13.9 rebounds, while Jerry West averaged 31.2 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 7.5 assists. Statistically, Jerry West dominated Willis. However, Willis Reed's team was 60-22, and West's team was 46-36. Willis Reed arguably wasn't even the best player on his own team, as he had Walt Frazier and Dave DeBusschere, who had similar stats to Willis. Jerry West had no one on his team. This season, this is why his team lost 14 more games. Jerry West led the league in points and win shares for the season, and to many, he was arguably the true MVP, and was considered one of the closest second-place MVPs in NBA history. In the NBA, the players did the voting from 1956 until 1980, and the sports writers and sportscasters have done the voting ever since then. During this time, the players were voting. They tended to vote on the best team as the MVP, as they didn't want to vote for a player they had beaten. As you can see with countless other cases just like this, like Wilt averaging 50 points, Oscar Robertson triple-double, even Elgin Baylor was putting up godlike numbers, but Bill Russell won it because his teams won. Later on in Jerry West's career, he had back-to-back seasons coming second behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the MVP. But the second season, arguably any other season, he would have won MVP. He had incredible stats for the season. He averaged 25.8 points, 9.7 assists, 4.2 rebounds, and won a then NBA record 69 wins. Statistically, it wasn't his best season, but he won an insane amount of games, which normally tends to give you an extra couple of votes. This would have been the season that Jerry won the MVP, but Kareem wouldn't let him. He averaged a career-high 34.8 points and 16.6 rebounds. Although Kareem won the MVP, Jerry West got the last laugh as his team finally won a championship that season against Kareem. Jerry West is iconic. He will forever be known as the NBA logo, but this slight on his career will always be there. His career will always seem like something's missing. He will always just be seen as a perfect player. He could shoot, defend, had incredible handles, Mr. Clutch. But this just isn't true. He isn't perfect. No one is. This is the story of how Jerry, the logo West, never won an